Good morning students. I am Meenakshi teacher and will be teaching math subject for standard 6. I hope you all along with your family are fine and safe. Today we are going to learn maths first chapter basic concepts in geometry. Students, can you see a tiny dot on the board? This tiny dot is called a point. A point is denoted by using a capital letters of alphabet. Suppose if I name this point as A, this point is read as point A. Let's see now what is a line segment. Take 2 points, point A and point B. Join the points using a ruler. Then we get a line segment. This is a line segment. So when 2 points, that is A and B, are joined using a ruler, then we get a line segment. Here point A and point B are the two end points of a line segment. Line segment is named by using its end points. The line segment AB is written as seg AB or seg BA in short. Say line segment AB is written as seg AB or seg BA in short. Now let's see what is a line. Take 2 points. This is point A and this is point B. When we join the 2 points, we get a line segment. Now what happens when we extend the line segment infinitely on both the sides? Now see, I am going to extend the line segment infinitely on both the sides. I have extended the line segment infinitely on both the sides. Then we get a line. This is a line. This line is named as line AB or line BA. So we can name this figure as line AB or line BA. The arrows on both the sides indicate that it is extended infinitely on both the sides. Now let's see what is a ray. So here 2 points are given. This is point A and this is point B. So when we join the 2 points, we get a line segment. Now what happens if we extend the line segment only in one direction? So extend the line segment only in one direction. Then we get a ray. This is a ray. This is the starting point of the ray. The ray starts at one point and goes forward continuously in the same direction. This ray is named as ray AB. So how to name this ray? It is named as ray AB. The ray AB is not read as ray BA. So we cannot name this ray as ray BA. Why? Because while naming the ray, we should always write starting point first. Here, which is the starting point of the ray? Point A is the starting point of the ray. So remember students, so while naming the ray, we should write always starting point. So that is why this figure is named as ray AB. So we cannot name this ray as ray BA. Students, take one point. Try to draw a line that passes through that point. How many lines can be drawn through this point? Can you tell how many lines can be drawn through this point? So let me see how many lines can be drawn. So students, how many lines can be drawn through this point? So here I have drawn 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. So suppose if I name this as P, Q, R, S. So I have drawn only 4 lines. But we can draw many lines passes through a single point. Okay, we can draw how many lines? Many lines. We cannot tell how many lines can be drawn through a single point. But here I have drawn only 4. So you can draw over here also, you can draw over here also, you can draw over here also. That means through a single point we can draw infinite number of lines. Understood students? Through a single point, how many lines can be drawn? Infinite number of lines. Now next, take 2 points. So this is P and this is Q. How many lines can be drawn through these 2 given points? How many lines can be drawn? 1 and only 1 line can be drawn through any 2 given points. Okay, so through any 2 given points we can draw only 1 line. But through a single point we can draw infinite number of lines. Now let's see what are collinear points. Here 3 points are given: point L, point M, point N. So students, can you draw a single line that passes through all the given points? Can we draw a single line that passes through all the 3 given points? Yes. So we can draw a single line that passes through all the given points. So then these points are said to be collinear points. So which is that point L, point M and point N are said to be collinear points. Why they are said to be collinear points? Because here a single line can be drawn that passes through all the 3 given points. So that is why they are said to be collinear points. Or you can say that 3 or more points which lie on the same line, then they are said to be collinear points. Okay, which are the collinear points here? Point L, point M and point N. Now let's see what are non-collinear points. Non-collinear points. What are non-collinear points? So here 3 points are given: point X, point Y and point Z. Can you draw a single line that passes through all the given points? Can we draw a single line that passes through all the given points? No, it is not possible. So we cannot draw a single line that passes through all the given points. So therefore these points are said to be non-collinear points. So what are non-collinear points? A single line cannot be drawn that passes through all the given points. So therefore these points are said to be non-collinear points, which is that point X, point Y and point Z. So students, I hope you understood that what are collinear points and what are non-collinear points. Collinear points means 3 or more points which lie on the same line, then they are called collinear points. Non-collinear points means 3 or more points which do not lie on the same line. They are called non-collinear points. Now students, now let's see what are concurrent lines. Look at the figure. So you can see here 3 lines. Line X, line Y and line Z. So these 3 lines intersect each other at one point. These 3 lines come and meet in a single point. These lines are called concurrent lines. So which is that line X, line Y and line are called concurrent lines. Why they are called concurrent lines? Because here 3 lines passes through the same point. That is why they are called concurrent lines. And the common point through which the line passes, this is the common point. The common point through which the line passes, that point is called point of concurrence. So in this figure, which is the point of concurrence? Point O is the point of concurrence. So which are the concurrent lines here? So concurrent lines are line X, line Y and line Z. Okay, and the point of concurrence is point of concurrence is point O. Understood students? What are concurrent lines? When 3 or more lines pass through the same point, they are called concurrent lines. And the common point through which the line passes, that point is called point of concurrence. Now let's see what are parallel lines. So look at the figure. So in this figure you can see 2 lines, line L and line M. If you extend these 2 lines, they do not meet in a single point. That means they do not intersect each other at one point. Okay, suppose if you extend this line, correct, they do not meet in a single point. So therefore they are called parallel lines. Here line L and line M are called parallel lines. Why they are called parallel lines? Because these 2 lines do not intersect each other at one point. Understood students? What are parallel lines? Parallel lines means what? Lines which lie in the same plane but do not intersect each other are called parallel lines. Here in this figure, line L is parallel to line M. So this sign is used to denote parallel. What is the meaning of this? This is a symbol for parallel. So here in this figure, line L is parallel to line M. Now let's see what are intersecting lines. Look at this figure. In the figure you can see 2 lines, line A and line B. These 2 lines intersect each other at one point, correct? two lines intersect each other at one point. So they are called intersecting line. So which is the intersecting line here? So line A and line B are called intersecting lines. Why they are called intersecting lines? Because these two lines, that is line A and line B, intersect each other at one point. So therefore they are called intersecting lines. Now let's see what is a plane. So this is a blackboard. How is the surface of the blackboard? It is a flat. The surface of blackboard is flat. How is the surface of table? It is also a flat. Correct? Plane means what? Flat surface. A flat surface is called a plane. For example, surface of blackboard or surface of table. In today's class, we have learned about point, line segment, line, ray, what are collinear points and non-collinear points, what are concurrent lines, what is a plane, what are parallel lines and intersecting lines. Students, I hope you understood the lesson. The continuation of this lesson will be taught in the next class. I will meet you again in the next class as per the timetable. Thank you.